Some stringies, some string beans. All right, well, okay, whatever. Hi. Okay. Let's just get a few things out of the way. Yes, the title is true. Like, I have a one-way flight to South Korea and I am going. I've like really briefly mentioned maybe this in another video, and I've talked about it more in detail to like some of you guys in Instagram DMs, but you know, I figured I'd make a whole video on it because in a couple weeks I'll literally just be like in Korea and I didn't want you guys to just be like, what? Also, before I get going with all of this, yes, I've made merch. It will be available really soon, but it's only gonna be available for like 48 hours. And the video where I announce it and have the link is also only gonna be on my channel for that 48 hours. So only people who see that video are gonna be able to buy it because I think that's fun and adds to the excitement. So if you missed that video, sorry, you'll have no way to know that I put out my merch. Oops. Also, I don't know if this is gonna be a very funny video. I'm not like planning on it to be like humorous or anything. It's mostly just like updating you guys about my personal life. So if you're looking for like crackhead content, I cannot confirm that this will be that, just so you're not, disappointed or anything. It's kind of sad that I feel like I have to make a disclaimer that this is a normal video. Okay, so first of all, let's get out of the way what I'm doing. I'm not going on like a trip or anything. I'm not going through like some program. I literally applied to jobs. I did a bunch of interviews. I got a few job offers and I accepted one of them. So like, I literally am like going. I will be an English teacher. I will have a kindergarten class. I'm so excited. Imagine me with like my 12 kindergarten kids just around me floating in the air because I gave them crack. I'm just kidding. If you work at the school I'm working for and you're watching this, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna feed my kids crack. Maybe I'll cut that part out. So now let's talk about why I'm doing this, because I know a lot of you are like, huh? First of all, I'm really just bored of America and I'm bored of like my life being really easy. In college, I wasn't like super academically challenged. I wasn't ever super challenged socially in college, because I had lots of friends. I was in a fraternity. I just have been really wanting to just put myself in a super difficult, unfamiliar, uncomfortable environment because I feel stagnant in my life. I'm not feeling like I'm having to work hard to exist. I'm just like doing things. Does this make sense? I don't know. This makes sense to me. I want a challenge out of my life. And also, especially where I'm from in Oklahoma, I really hate the like American cultural timeline. I literally rant about this timeline all the time to my friends. I just think it's the stupidest thing. It's like where I live in Oklahoma, it's like you go to high school and then you go straight to college. While you're in college, you find who you're gonna marry. Then you usually get engaged before you're out of college or right after. After college, you get a job, you get married, you get a dog, you have kids, and then that's like your life, and then you die. And I hate that. I don't like that there's expectations of what order I should do things in. I don't like that that's so expected. Like, you would be shocked how panicked people get when they're about to graduate from college and they don't know who they're gonna marry yet. Like, that just blows my mind. It's crazy, and I just hate it. I hate that you're expected to get married. I hate that you're expected to have a job before you even graduate from college. I hate that you're not expected to like take time to figure your life out. And luckily, I had broken out of this timeline like early on because right after high school, I was an exchange student, and so I moved to Italy for a gap year before I went to college. And thank God, because it completely like shattered all of those expectations for myself that like my environment had put on me. So those are the first two reasons. I want more challenge out of life, and I hate the like track that American culture like sets people on. Long term, my plan for my life is and always has been to be a working actor. You know, not like some Hollywood movie star or anything like that. Like I have a few life goals and one of my biggest goals is to be able to support myself financially with money I make from acting work. Now, I live in Oklahoma. As you can imagine, the professional acting scene is not gigantic. You know, obviously, if you want to be a working actor, you need to move to Los Angeles. The thing is, Los Angeles is so expensive. I am not fortunate enough to have like a trust fund or, you know, parents that can support me moving to Los Angeles and, you know, like pay for me to pursue acting right now. That's just not our reality. Like it just isn't an option for me to go not have a job. I need a few things before I move to Los Angeles. I need acting experience because, well, a lot of people do just move straight out to LA without any experience. But like I said, I don't have like this huge cushion of money to just spend all the time I want out there. When I go try and enter a really competitive industry, I want to be super prepared professionally before I go. You get it. So I need acting experience and I also need a lot of money saved up. So clearly I have to get a job. That's the only way, you know, you can save money is working. I could move straight to Los Angeles and get a job there while I try and do acting stuff. Pros of that are I'm in Los Angeles and have access to a lot of opportunities acting wise, but the cons are I have no money right now. And so I would literally have to be working so much that I pretty much wouldn't even have time to like devote as much time and energy necessary to get an acting career actually going. So that wasn't a super great option. My second option was I could get a job here in Oklahoma. That has a lot of upsides. One, I get to live at home rent-free and save all of the money I have from my job in Oklahoma. Two, I can continue taking acting classes and get a little acting experience. The downside is, and this was really big for me, I won't be able to go live in a different country long term. And this has always been in the back of my head. Ever since my gap year before college, I've always known that I've wanted to spend another year in a different country because, you know, without getting all like dramatic on you and stuff, like I can't explain how much that year in Italy changed my life. And so I've always been like craving that experience again. If I go abroad right now, I can get that off my chest and then come and go full in on, you know, like my future. Knowing that acting is like gonna be there forever because that's what I want to do with my life, it makes so much more sense to go live abroad now than it does in the middle of having already like started getting acting work. Does that make sense? I think that explains why I'm doing this. Now, the second question is why South Korea? Honestly, it was always South Korea. It wasn't like I was looking to just go abroad anywhere. While I don't doubt that I would have a great experience going to any other country, it wasn't like I was like applying to jobs everywhere and South Korea is where I landed. It's like I always knew that it had to be South Korea for the next like chapter of my life. Korea has a really special place in my heart for a lot of different reasons. One of them is because it is the reason that I'm now so passionate about languages as a whole. It's even the reason I became an exchange student in the first place. I signed up for my exchange student program to go to South Korea to learn Korean. And I actually had like gotten placed in a city in South Korea and everything, and then like last minute my destination got changed to Italy. And it's the reason I love languages so much because I started self-studying Korean and I just was like mind blown. It is seriously one of the coolest languages. I think I've actually said this in a video. One of my biggest life goals that I've ever had has been to become trilingual, like fully fluently trilingual by the time I turn 25. So right now fluently I can speak English and Italian. I am pretty solid at Spanish, but I don't consider myself fluent in Spanish whatsoever. But I really want Korean to be my third language, and so that's another huge reason that I want to go live there. While I'm there, I'm going to be working really hard to get good at Korean. That will be really important to me while I'm there. And I just think it's cool that it's kind of come full circle. Like Korean ignited my love for languages, and I'm going to Korea to teach Korean youth another language. Like learning a new language was one of my like most life-changing experiences, and to think about how I will be providing that experience to 12 little kindergartners just like makes me feel fulfilled and like really happy, really happy. Wow, I just got kind of emo. So yeah, those are my biggest reasons that I'm going. That's what I'm gonna be doing. Hopefully I explained myself well enough. Thanks for watching, and I'm really excited. I leave really soon. At the time of filming this, I go in 15 days. So it's like really, really soon. I'm so happy, I'm so excited, and it just feels really right. Once again, I'm sorry that this video wasn't like, you know, goofy or anything, and it was more like kind of personal, and I was just like rambling about my life and my feelings and my experiences and my desires. Thanks for watching. Keep your eyes peeled for my merch announcement because it will be very limited. Okay, bye.